Good morning, everyone, and good morning, DXN, and welcome back to another session of leveling up your health, wealth, and happiness in life. So, today we are looking at how to fix gut health for weight loss, cravings, and so much more. We're looking at that today. So, let's just go back to the basics. We know our gut, okay? It is the second brain and it is one of the most important parts of the body now. It's always been that way, I'm just saying. And for the past few years, right, doctors, scientists, and everyone are really into understanding like deeper and deeper about gut health. And they're like finding more new information each day. And now it's something that we should like seriously consider and prioritize in our life. That is our gut health. Why? Because it specifically impacts our entire well-being, from our mental health, our emotional health, our physical health, and even our spiritual health. Like we've reached that point, where even our spiritual growth is impacted by how much our gut is healthy. And something that I found out recently is that no matter what has happened to you, like if your physical health, your mental health, they're in shambles, like don't even expect to reach enlightenment. Because see, we know in all like the scriptures, it's written that our body is our temple. And so treat the body like a temple first. It's like a law. It's from there everything starts. Self-love, guys. Everything starts from like you love. Anyways, now back to our gut health. We know this is the part of the body where the nutrients are absorbed from the food and it's then circulated throughout the body. So our gut is our body's engine, okay? And if we look at cars, for example, um, doesn't really matter like Porsche 911, Mercedes Benz, or a Rolls Royce. If the engine is bad, the whole car is useless, right? Similar is the case with our body and our gut health. So everything that we see outside, such as skin, hair, nails, and inside, like the liver, the kidneys, the heart, they all, everything depend upon the gut health. So if the gut isn't as healthy, then the other parts of the body will not be that healthy, because absorption of all the nutrients depend upon the gut health, including the circulation of the nutrients to every part of the body, right? Now, intuition comes from the gut, which is also why the gut is known as a second brain. And we often talk and like probably heard a lot about I have a gut feeling, and this is the correct answer. My gut says no, I don't feel that well in my gut, things like that. And because of trusting this gut feeling, even lives have been saved. We've seen a lot in newspapers, we've seen a lot in YouTube and stuff like that, right? Now, this is coming from survival instinct. It's there in all living beings and us, of course. And now, like to my surprise, I actually found a new information that is, we know there are neurons in the brain, like more than what we can fathom, more than a million, more than 5 million, maybe. But guess what? Recently, research has been found that research has found that there are actually more neurons in the gut lining, like the walls of our gut, than the brain. Do you realize what that means? That means the gut is more powerful than the brain. Now you see, when we like talk about gut being like it's like a little compass, right? Like saving even lives. I'd say that this is even where it kind of does get spiritual. And like, so what does that mean? If your gut isn't healthy, then your survival instinct, the compass, it's going to do its job as it should be, and it's not going to keep you away from danger. So whatever happens, trust the gut. keep the gut healthy and strong and rich with nutrients. And DXM literally has all the things, every nutrient our body needs. It has superfood spirulina, it has RGL mushroom, it has the Ayurvedic series, the beverages, the coffee. Let's see, should I even start? There are so many things right now. Now, in the gut, we know all sorts of food go there because we eat all sorts of things, right? So the neurons communicate to the brain that, okay, this is bread. Okay, this is pasta. Oh, this is chili. Obviously, they may not use the terms like bread and pasta, but you know what I mean, right? So like they might say, oh, this is a sticky type flour, and this is maida. It's gonna need more time to digest. And now if you drink a vegetable soup, they'll say, oh, there is fiber in this, and the gut will absorb all that fiber. Now the the neurons, they support your feeling and experience, like the neurons in the gut, I mean, like when you feel anxious, or like when you feel scared, excited, nervous, or like butterflies in your tummy, we feel it in the stomach, right? Why do we feel it in the stomach? It's not in the brain, it's not in the heart, not in the hand, like anywhere else, but the stomach. Most of the time in movies and generally, like the heart is associated with feelings, with love and all of that. But majority of the time, if you noticed, like you feel stuff in the gut. Why? Despite the brain being like considered as the most superior part of our body. Well, now the research has found that there are more nutrients in the gut than there is in the brain. There's also been found that the feelings are created in the gut. Emotions are experienced in the gut and they're stored in the gut. And another pretty common thing that we have all faced is the fact that if we have to um, speak in front of 100 people, suddenly you want to go to the bathroom. I've experienced this because like when I have to sing on stage, I've experienced this. Suddenly I want to go to the bathroom. You just feel uneasy over there, right? Unpleasant. It's because the gut stores emotions and controls our emotions too. And sometimes when a person has not eaten for a long time, they are likely to snap at everyone. They get mad at every silly thing. They're just irritated and annoyed. And like once they have eaten, they turn into a brand new person. And once the gut is calm, the brain will also be calm. The house will also be calm, isn't it? Now, the gut is as unique as our fingerprint, which we did discuss in uh, the past few weeks. That it is pretty unique, just like our eyes, just like our fingerprint. That means like we can't replace it either. So no two humans are the same, no two gut can be the same, which also mean no two human beings can ever have the same diet. That is, one man's food can be another man's poison. Like I can eat some foods and it won't be okay. Like my gut will react. My stomach is going to react like negatively. At the same time, if my parents, right, one of them, they eat the same food that I ate, their body is fine. Sometimes me and my dad will have the problem. My mom will absolutely be chill with it. I think she has the strongest gut in our family. Now, how do we know like what factors help our gut health? First way to find out is by looking at your skin. Now, according to traditional Chinese medicine, different parts of our face represent different parts of our skin. I mean, sorry, organs. Now, if your stomach is not very happy, right, you get pimple like around this area, your cheekbone area. Now, if your breathing is not good, let's say like lungs, I mean, if you smoke and your lungs are unhealthy, it can also like be due to like you live in a very polluted area. It can also be that what happens is you will get pimples like above the like over here, just above your jaw like area. Then if you get pimples at the chin, this part, that means you have hormonal and gyno related problems. It can be infertility, problems, or hormonal, or and it can be anything. Now, if you have problems in your heart, you will get a pimple like right here, the tip of your nose, and like this area also. Now, just think about it. Your kidneys and all other regions come somewhere around here. You can check that out. Um, how amazing is that? How amazing is that? Body is sending messages and signals to your outer world. That is, this is your outer world, that there are problems in the inner world. How cool! You should be buddies with your body. And like one like really important point is not point like a fact is that I just feel like modern medicine still does not recognize this, because if they did, right, if they did like work according like to all of this, the world would be like a very different place than it is right now. Diseases would be very rare. Yeah, all our organs are connected, and I think like society kind of fails to recognize that in some way. Then, coming back, another way to figure out how healthy your gut is by looking at your metabolic fire. Do you feel heaviness after eating? Like you can't walk, you just have to rest, you have to sit down somewhere. Do you put on weight quickly? That also means that your metabolic fire is weak. Now, the third way to find out is your immunity. This is the one that we always discuss the most, isn't it? Our immune system and our gut. We know that around 95% of our immune power lies within the gut. That means if your immunity is weak, your gut is weak. It's as simple as that. Do you get sick often? That's a sign that your gut health is weak. So that's another one way to figure out the gut health. Now, what are the parameters, that impact our gut health? First one would be, what time do you eat your food? Like this is how the gut prefers it. Small breakfast, big fat lunch, and small dinner is how the gut prefers. It's like based on the sun's position, like the sun is at peak in the afternoon, so metabolic fire is also peak in the afternoon, like just like how we discussed during the master class and the previous meetings about how we should sleep according to nature. When sun rises, get up. When sun sets, go to bed. That's how we had also like um learned about in the previous meetings, and that's just how everybody says, all the traditional people, all the ayurvedic people, and like all our ancestors, this is how they lived. And it's just like very interesting. We'll come to a part about fruits and veggies, about the colors. We'll come to that. Like how interesting is this? This is the coolest thing ever, like knowing you are literally one with the nature. Like you can like eat junk food also, but if you want to eat it like so bad, you know like you just cannot resist it, you're craving a roasted chicken, it's fine, we get cravings, it's fine, we can have it sometimes. It is best eaten like during lunch, because the metabolism the fire is very high that time, and it can just burn stuff faster. The food, the digestion is very powerful that time. Secondly, one of the most common thing ever, you become what you eat. Like, what quality food do you eat? Are you always eating junk food? Are you always eating dead, packed, processed food? Your gut will also become like that. You will look unpleasant. Your intuition will also be very weak, and like even your gut feelings, right? That compass is going to be dead inside. We're just gonna be depressed and just exist. We're alive. That's why we're living, and just go through the just like that. And sometimes, yeah, this is the part. When we see fresh, colorful fruits and vegetables, we feel very happy. You just feel good when you look at a lot of vegetables sitting there. Like when we see yellow bananas, I feel happy actually when I see yellow bananas. They look so cute. I love bananas. They look so cute. You feel it's like a signal to the body that there are these many nutrients in this, like yellow and orange, right? They usually have vitamin C in them. Nature is very clever. Our universe, mother nature, is very clever. It associates color with the deficiency. Like, for example, say you are anemic, you have a blood deficiency, or like low hemoglobin, or like it can be like irregular periods. Go have beetroots, carrots, spinach, black grapes. They are all good for your anything that's related to like any blood related issues. So colors play an important role in our health. So it's like nature's way of communicating with us. Then thirdly is our food pyramid. That is 50% of our diet has to be fruits and veggies. 30% can be grains, legumes, chana, all of that. 20% should be herbs, spices, fluids, water. Now, one thing to consider is certain food, right? It cannot be eaten together as it can impact the gut negatively. For example, in Ayurveda, which is, as we all know, a traditional system of medicine, fruits and dairy products are considered incompatible because they have different digestion times, and they may cause like digestive issues when combined together. And according to Ayurveda, fruits are light and easy to digest, while dairy products are heavy and they require more time to digest. So combining them like might lead to digestive problems, acidity, and congestion in the digestive tract. Then even multiple fruits, right? Multiple fruits should not be eaten together, as like fruits have a variety of different active acids. So two different varieties of fruits wouldn't be a great idea. Like we can have the melons together, the vitamin C rich fruits together, but just putting them together is not a good idea. Another thing is astringent. Like when you eat like black jamun food, it can become dry in our mouth. Saliva is like eliminated. The same goes to apples, berries, cherries, strawberries. They have astringent, so like um they have this tightening property. They tighten the tissue by reducing the water a little, which is why they're excellent for the skin. Like you will see a lot of supermodels, like we've seen a lot in Pinterest and on Instagram and stuff like that, like supermodels having a bowl of cranberries, blueberries, raspberries and stuff like that early in the morning as their main breakfast. Why? Because they keep the skin and collagen tight. You won't get any wrinkles on the face. So that's it for today, guys. We're not done yet. We have a lot more to go. As we know, gut is a very big topic, but today that'll be all. Thank you so much for listening. And next week we'll dive into how exposure to pets alter the home dust microbiota and how it affects our gut health and our gut microbiome. A few studies were done on that. And so until then, good night, good morning, DXN. See you next week. Bye bye.